how to beat 99% of other traders in the crypto markets. And that implies you'll be making a lot of money by trading. A very simple video. If you trade leverage, or rather say futures or perpetual contracts, no, I'm not telling you to stop that. That's a topic for another video. Because if you recall, we're going to talk about how to make a lot of money. And as bad as leverage sounds, it actually makes a lot of money. So let me take you to last month, to this traumatizing event on the October 10th, where over 20 or even $30 billion have been liquidated. And the VIX on some of these altcoins exceeded 60%. And all of that happened in just a few minutes, by the way. So how can you still use leverage but stay protected from stuff like this being happen? Well, it's really simple. You have to move some of your trading on chain. If you're not trading with 6, 7 or 8 figures in size, then this video is probably for you. I would say even up to 6 figures in size. And why is that, you may ask? Well, because on chain there are a lot of amazing teams building amazing projects, and these projects can do magical stuff. Well, not magical, we can talk about the technicalities, but it seems like magic because you can use leverage without the risk of liquidations. And these liquidations, my friend, have taken many lives. Traders who worked day and night to build their portfolio for years lost everything in not even a single day. Well, a couple of seconds to a few minutes. So I came across this project on Solana called Haven. Well, if you don't want to know the backend behind it and how that works and all that stuff, the link for that is down below in the description. It's the first link right below the like button. And that's gonna get you a 10% discount in fees. And yes, that is a referral link for transparency. If you use that, you get good karma, by the way. Or you can manually use the code leverage and it does the same thing. So let's quickly cover the platform for all our impatient friends. So first, let's quickly cover the platform and then I'm gonna move on to the technicalities. Now, as you can see, you can use the max leverage from 1.81 to 3.59. You don't need to go with 10, 50 or God forbid 100x leverage. And it's pretty simple. You have all the majors like Bitcoin, ETH, Solana, meme coins like Bonk, and I would say that's basically it. If you trade these, good for you. You can do it here without the risk of, yes, liquidation. And this is how the liquidity looks like for these, just under 7 million. And all you gotta do is click long or short. Oh, and by the way, I have a bonus strategy. If you haven't figured it out yet, you gotta wait for that. But yeah, just click on either one of these, whichever direction you want to pick. You select it, you have the chart, and down below, you can just deposit the funds, choose your leverage, connect your wallet, and open the position. You'll be able to monitor it in the positions tab. And it's as simple as that. Now, let's understand how this works. So basically, Heaven is a non-custodial app that lets you maximize your profits and eliminate the risk of liquidation when you long or short on leverage. But also you need to understand that this has something called the power of compounding. So the smart contract basically automatically manages your leverage so that you always stay under the liquidation mark. And also this cute little chart here shows you the same amount of leverage on Haven versus your traditional long. So it actually yields you much better results on Haven rather than your traditional long. As you can see, this is the difference between Haven, traditional, and the spot holding. But yeah, obviously this does come with its own risks. As you can see, this is one of them. This is called volatility decay or the volatility drag. This basically means every time your position loses money and the price rebounds to the same level again, it's not going to be the same amount of money, as you can see. So you really have to be a profitable trader to pull this type of stuff off, right? Okay, that's all good. How does the fees look like? Well, this is how it looks like. As you can see, as your position size increases, your fees decreases. But keep in mind that this is the boost fee, which applies on whenever that boost thing happens, which I've shown you before. And there's also a flat 0.25% in repay fees. And here are the other risks. So obviously the same risk as any other DeFi protocol. So it is vulnerable to exploits, errors, and failures. There's also the infrastructure risk and unforeseen anomalies. That's all cool, but do you remember I mentioned a bonus strategy? Well, here it is. If you look, this is Sol, this is bSol, hexsol, INF, JitoSol, JupSol, LSTSol, mSol, and all of this is basically just the same token. All of these are what's called an LST, a liquid staking token of Solana. So basically what you could do is long Sol and short these LSTs, and obviously you don't have any liquidation risk. And since you're delta neutral now, you can farm the sweet funding fees. Oh, and that's it. If you are interested in decentralized perpetuals exchanges or perpdexes as they are nicknamed, I've made a whole playlist dedicated to these type of projects and how to farm their airdrops. And that playlist is displayed on your screen right now. So all you have to do is click and watch it.